I like using thinking routines to engage learners, such as this zoom in routine that allows them to pay attention to detail and make inferences. At the start of a unit, I encourage my students to select one form of taking notes. It can be digital, using the teacher designed template I have provided for them. It can be student designed, as long as they clearly display each topic, but it can also be physical, where they have a notebook or journal for their notes and sketch notes. Students are required to take guided notes for each topic. They can use resources from CodeHS, My AP Classroom, and any others they find helpful. The practice checks come from my AP Classroom. I select the topic questions for each topic they're working on, and they are required to achieve a certain level of mastery in order to continue. I also select CodeHS exercises for them to complete. I picked the last exercise as being a must-do because the last exercise requires them to apply past understanding. As I mentioned before, I like to use thinking routines to help consolidate information. This is a should-do, so it's not mandatory, where students write a headline and capture in 140 characters or less the core idea from this topic. Another way students can deepen their understanding is by adding to their guided notes, completing some more CodeHS exercises, or working through some practice problem sets. Students then go through mastery checks. I select the progress checks from my AP Classroom for them to complete. Once they complete it, they have to prepare to conference with me. Just a quick conversation about where they paused to think when new learning occurred or when ideas were extended, and I might have a paper programming problem for them to complete in front of me to complete in 2 minutes or less. I also assign the progress check FRQ for the students to complete as well. They must check in with me in order to access the score guide. My AP class now allows students to grade themselves. It's an excellent resource and it works really well as well. At the end of a unit, a should-do could be to reflect on the following prompts related to the topic we just covered. Due to time constraints, I have made the labs aspire to-dos where students can apply their learning and extend their understanding using the labs aligned with the topic that we have covered. In the final class must-do, students make word wall connections. They go through the vocabulary terms and try to connect them to each other, as well as to past vocabulary terms from previous units. They first work individually and then as a team to complete their connections in a Google slide.